Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm your boy Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, and this is a PS3 that had an adventure on the hood of my car. Local Salvation Army saved it for me because they know I like taking apart damaged electronics. I left it on the hood of my car. I went downtown, got gas, came home, went around the corner, and boom! I yelled back at my daughter, "What did you throw out the window?" She didn't throw anything out the window. It was just this PS3 that her art-hearted father left on the hood of the vehicle. So, let's take this thing apart and see what's on the inside. Now, it looks like to get these off, you're supposed to slide them. Slide another one off over here, but I'm too intelligent for that. No, I'm not going to be doing that. I'll let the car help me get those things off. You can see the road rash that we got here. Definitely took a hard bump, but, you know, just wondering. I almost wonder if this thing will still power on at all. Of course, take standard Sony. Let's see if I got one of those kicking around. Wouldn't you know it, I got lots. Let's plug this thing in and see if we get any magic green smoke. Actually, I just want to see if anything will... Oh, the fan's on. The fan has turned on, ladies and gentlemen. Power button, if that is the power button. Honestly, I'm not sure where the power button is. I thought that would be it right there, but no, apparently it's not. One second. Okay, so if I close this, I can hear something trying to move. So I gotta hand it to them, the fact that this fell off the car and it still kind of works. Oh, we got a green light coming and going. There we go. There we go. I got a beep. I got to move. Oh my god, guys. I dropped it off my freaking car and it works! Oh! Well, apparently it won't play discs. I wonder... Oh, I need to clean that. I wonder why. So it turns. The head actually moves. I put that to the middle. And it actually moved. I bet I just need a little bit of rubbing alcohol, right? I bet all of these problems about being dropped off the top of a car while in a turn, moving, will be taken care of by the system update. Always remember to update your systems, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap, guys, it actually worked. It actually worked. Okay, I gotta watch a little bit of this just because it's I mean, just because I have to test out the video on my child's movie. Yes, my child's movie. Okay, so it actually plays thoroughly after being dropped from a moving car. I just can't get over this, folks. Anyways, let's try a DVD. Sorry, I mean, let's try a Blu-ray. Son of a... Okay, so that is my Xbox One. I really should have cleaned up before I did this, but that is my Xbox One, and it will not play Blu-rays. That's a day one Xbox One, and this is a PS3 that I dropped off of the hood of my car. I'm sorry, you guys are probably so sick of hearing that, but it actually plays the Blu-rays. It actually plays the Blu-rays. This system won't play Blu-rays unless I, like, pull it. This one will do it right out of the box. Oh my god, you guys. Well, folks, this has officially turned into a restoration project because I don't want to just junk something like this. Now, when I was young, having something like this would be a really big deal. Let's face it, 20 years ago, if you had a television in your room and if you had a DVD or VHS player, you were tops. Like, almost any time during the VHS's heyday, if you had a VHS in your room and you were a teenager, you were awesome stuff, you know, no problem. But these days, if you want to find anything like that, you can just go to the secondhand store. I didn't have that ability to when I was young. Oh my god, I've become an old person. I'm talking about back in the rare old times. My goodness. But anyways, I'm going to clean this thing up and give it to my neighbor who is a bigger audio game fan than I am. One thing about this style I really like and I'd like to point out is that door. It's so simple, but it's so nice. We got some little gears in here that take care of the weight. As soon as I get past that lock point, it just carries it over, and it does it with, I imagine it does it with springs. You just push it over a little, just like that. I love this because there's a lot of older systems with disk drives that simply won't work because a little band, a little elastic band just won't pull in and out. But I imagine that, I see the gears and I imagine there's a metal spring and not an elastic band that keeps that going. So for longevity, this is definitely really awesome. So on this edition of Roadkill, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking down the road rash with a very fine file. All the way around, just taking that road rash down a notch. And then what I'm going to be doing is taking the ends, when I figure out exactly where they go, I got the PlayStation piece pushed back, awesome. And then I'm just gonna crazy glue those suckers back in there with some Gorilla Glue. That stuff is really tight. Oh look, check it out folks, I found the eject button. Eye is a brain, another wrinkle on my wrinkleless brain. Good stuff. Oh, I could do that all day. That's just so much fun. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Yeah. Alright, sanded down the road rash. Now I'm just going to put a little drop of Gorilla Glue. Probably about here, here, here. And on the other side, I'm only going to put it on one side so much so that if we need to, we can get back off of here. Probably just about here and here. And then let it sit for 24 hours. Alright, so some people aren't a really big fan of Gorilla Glue. I like it because it's epoxy. And if it's going in places that you can't see, I definitely think it's a big win. Because it really holds together fast. I use this stuff to hold together old computer fans when the plastic breaks away from the fan, and you know there's a lot of tension on those. There's a lot of pressure on them, and this stuff holds the pressure, and it's just amazing. Just amazing. So yeah, I definitely recommend Gorilla Glue. Alright, you know what I just realized? They gave this to me because it wasn't working. I think by dropping it off of a moving car, it made it work. I think I fixed it by dropping it off a moving car by forgetting I had it on the hood. Yep, I'm pretty talented. So before I give it away, I need to do a stress test on it. I want to get it playing for a bit. And just for the video, they also gave me a Philips monitor. It had HDMI. Yeah, it had HDMI input. And I'm just trying it out now. I'm going to see if I can get rid of the splotches here. That'll be an interesting experience. What I think has been going on here is that this was left in a garage and it had a lot of moisture collected in it. Now, as long as that moisture didn't let any mold or fungus grow in there, we should be fine once we warm it up. If this was a laptop, what I'd do is I'd actually mine Bitcoin on it and then close it up, and then the heat would dissipate it. Also, apparently you can use hair dryers for that. But let's give it a test. Yeah, and the system came with Saints Row 2 already loaded on it. Good stuff. So yeah, if your PlayStation 3 isn't working the way it should be, I would definitely 100% recommend going for a drive with it on the roof of your car, and don't stop until that thing has fallen down, because this thing definitely works now. And that is nice. Okay, yes friends, it passed the stress test. This thing is actually working. I'm proud of it. What can I say? I'm proud of you, Sony. All I had to do was drop you out of a moving vehicle, apparently. If that's the way you want it, Sony, that's the way that you can have it. Got my faith-based crystals, because I really think that this thing's just working off faith, its own personal positive thought, in order to continue working after being dropped from a moving vehicle. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just how she goes. Anyways, that's it for me. Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Like and subscribe if you like the stuff. Always appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of each other.